Okay, so this is going to be a walkthrough for Tempoross, how to get 20-point games. Must have, you need to be on Lunars and have Humidify, so that's what my rune pouch is for. You start off the game with 8 buckets of water. Then I have Spirit Angler, which counts as a rope. If you don't have Spirit Angler, you're going to have to pick up a rope. Infernal Harpoon helps out a lot. If you don't have it, then you're going to end up getting less points because you won't be able to put out as many fires because you'll be spending more time cooking your fish. And then the Agility Cape, the Graceful Clubs, the Ring of Endurance aren't really needed. I don't think you'll run out of run energy here. And then I have the Hammer just so I can fix up some stuff in the game without taking up any inventory space. Hammer is not needed though. So you're going to want to right click and set it to Solo Start. If you don't have a rope, you would pick up a rope here at the beginning over there. I don't have it because I don't need it because I have the Spirit Angler. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to fish around 10 fish. Run over there and cook them. And then as I finish cooking these, at the same time the double fish spawn will appear right there. And then I'll finish the rest of my inventory. And this way I'll have a full inventory of fish before the wave spawns here. Go back to cooking. So that's the wave spawning. Because I have Spirit Angler, I don't need the rope. If you didn't have Spirit Angler, you would need the rope in your inventory. And then after this first wave, you can drop it. You don't need it anymore. So I'm going to finish cooking my inventory. Run up to the boat. If you click the second crate over here, it will run you in between the two, which is nice because you don't have to worry about any fire spawning on top of you. And I'm gonna fire all but 2 fish. This will bring the boss down to 4%, and if he's under 10%, he doesn't use any of his specials, including the Colossal Wave, which would put out your fires, which you don't want. Put out this fire here to get to the fish. And then for this part here, it's not necessary to use the double fish spawn. You'll have enough time even using the regular fishing spots, and you're going to fill up your whole inventory. As long as you're loading the fish at like 95%, you should have enough time. If you push it further than that, then you might end up finishing the game. So I'm gonna finish cooking up my inventory. We have plenty of time. We're still at 70%. So what happened there is I had to dodge the fire because it was about to spawn on top of me. If it hits you, you're going to end up losing your fish and some buckets. And at this point, that would make it so you can't finish the game in time. So at 82% intensity, that should give us enough time to go over there. I'm going to put out some fires on the way here, clear a path for myself. As I'm running back up, I'll humidify. And I'm gonna leave this one over here, because this is gonna continue to spread on the ship. And then I'm gonna load. And at this point, I'm gonna use up all my fish. You don't have to save 2 anymore. So I'm going to put out this fire here, and I'm going to leave this new one to spread. And I'm going to run down and attack the boss. And then you're going to fill up your inventory with buckets, humidify, and you're going to start putting out fires. And I'm going to leave 3 or 4 fires on this side here just to continue to spread. So you don't want to put out everything. I'm going to leave this one at the end here. And then I'll leave these few over here. And then I'll leave 2 over here, and this will just make it so that the fire spreads throughout the entire island, so when I loop back around I'll have those fires to put out. For over here, I'm going to leave the new fires at the end, and that will spread. And then I can put out everything else here as I make my way over to the ship. So if you have a hammer, you can repair these totems when they get damaged, and that'll give you points and construction experience too. And because I have this offhand hammer, I don't have to carry a hammer in my inventory. And I'm going to want to start fishing at around 50%. If you push it too far, you won't have enough time to get the fish needed to attack the boss. So that's all I'll have time for, and then I'm gonna leave 8 buckets, and I'm gonna want to utilize the double fish spawns at this. Finish up the last 4. So the reason Infernal Harpoon is so nice here is that you're going to end up saving yourself time, for probably about a third of your fish, maybe half of your fish are going to be cooked as you catch them, which gives you more time to put out fires. So we have plenty of time here. We're going to be finished at around 82. And then we'll have time to run up to the ship, clear up the fires on the ship here, and then load them. And then you're going to use up all your fish here. And then when you're done, you're going to run over here, collect buckets. And you're going to want to shift click and change it to 10. Save yourself time, that way you can just left click. So that's all my fish. And I'm casting Humidify as I run down. And then I'll attack the boss. Got him down to 32%, which will make it an easy kill for us later. And now we can put out all the fires at this point. make it to around here, and then I'm going to loop around and put out the remaining fires. Humidify as I run back. Humidify. And we're still at 54%, so we'll have enough time to clear out literally every fire. If you have less time, then you just put out a direct route to the fire. Put out a direct route to the ship, and don't worry about putting out all the fires. Drop 2 buckets here. You're going to need 2 fish to load. So I'm gonna fire my 2 fish. And put out the last 3 fires over here. So unfortunately, this time around, I believe I'm only gonna get 19 points. At 15,300, you're guaranteed to have 20. I've gotten as much as 21 points before. But because I had a bit less fires than usual, I might not make the 20 points. We'll see. Yeah, 19 points. That does happen occasionally. Alright, so that's the firefighter method. You should be getting 20-point games. And they're going to last around 11-12 minutes.